Check, check, check. Check, check, check. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 4 of the StaleMates YouTube show. We got a very special show for you guys today. I just thought in the spirit of the NFL draft this week, I thought it would be fun to do a mock draft of the current NCAA wrestlers and Olympic redshirt wrestlers. So we're going to include them in this in a mock draft. So I've made up 10 hypothetical teams and 10 hypothetical situations. And I came up with what I thought would be a good list of 10 guys. So each pick here, they're going to different teams, just like in the NFL. We'll start with the number 1. We'll go through number 10. One thing to keep in mind here is if I don't want to see any comments about, I should say this before I start ragging on people that are going to say this, but in this hypothetical scenario, I'm going to say that if after your senior year, right, after your senior year, you have to retire. So you're not going to see a lot of seniors getting drafted in this, because why would you draft a guy if there was, just say there was multiple rounds in this draft, you're not going to use your top 10 pick in the first round on a guy who's only got 1 year left on his contract, unless they provide an insane amount of valuable, whatever the word would be, of value, I guess. So without further ado, we're going to get into this. I've got 10 made up names here. And I want to make sure I got all the rules. That way I can back myself up here. Okay, I got all this. Okay, we're good. All right. Also, we're going to pretend like this year didn't happen. So if you see me say, if the guy's got 2 years, say a guy's got 1 year left of eligibility and you hear me say 2, we're going to pretend like it's this current year. So we're going to pretend like it's for the 2019-2020 season. All right, enough with that. Cue the music. The first ever, in my opinion, maybe somebody else has done this and I just was naive about it, but with the first pick in the 2020 Professional Wrestling League mock draft, the Des Moines Oaks select Spencer Lee from Iowa University. I know I said that, you have to retire after your senior year, but like I said, in the situation, we're including this current year, so he's got 2 years left. And I think with only 2 years left in his contract, or 2 years left in this situation, I think the wisdom and the work ethic of this guy being around the rest of your team is worth the value. He's the number 1 pick, Hodge winner, 2-time national champion, would have been a 4-time national champion. And I think he's a no-brainer at number 1. He's also, I would also say he's kind of like the Tom Brady of wrestling, where he's going to make everybody else around you. What we've seen him do with the Iowa Room in the past few years, how he's kind of elevated everybody else and really been a true leader. I think that's what you're looking for. Okay, with the number 2 pick in the 2020 Professional Wrestling League mock draft, the Chicago Trubisky select Gable Steveson from Minnesota University. Another one that this guy, he's got 3 years left in this situation. His freshman year, he was an NCAA runner-up. Raw talent. This guy freaking goes out there and just manhandles everybody that he wrestles pretty much. And I think at the number 2 pick, and I think he was a runner-up in Hodge this year. Well-deserved. Number 2 pick goes with Gable Steveson to the Chicago Trubiskys. With the 3rd pick in the Professional Wrestling League draft, 2020, Orlando Shacks select YIANNI DIAKOMIHALIS. So, like I said, we are including the Olympic redshirt guys. This guy's got 2 national championships with 2 years left. This guy is also very wise. He loves the sport of wrestling. He's always trying to figure out ways to get better. He's good at all styles of wrestling, freestyle and folk style. I'm not sure about Greco. I'm sure he's good at that too. You want this guy around the rest of your guys. Student of the sport. I would say he's like the Peyton Manning of wrestling. His wrestling IQ is very high. The Orlando Shacks select YIANNI DIAKOMIHALIS. With the 4th pick in the 2020 Professional Wrestling League mock draft, the Cleveland Bakers select MEKHI Lewis from Virginia Tech University. MEKHI Lewis, man, this kid's a gamer. Won it as a freshman. He's got 3 years left in the situation, coming off an Olympic redshirt year. This kid just has the grit. He gets through it. He won a very loaded bracket his freshman year. Just the mentality that you want. He is a win-at-all-cost kind of guy. Not afraid of the big move as well. MEKHI Lewis with the 4th pick to the Cleveland Bakers. And we have a trade. The Nashville Rockers have traded their 3rd-round pick to move up 1 spot to secure their guy, Dayton Fix, out of Oklahoma State University. The Nashville Rockers, man, they need a lighter weight. They need a guy at 133 pounds. And they just traded away some picks for him. They got their guy. I believe he's the first 133-pounder off the board. And Dayton Fix, a gamer. He's been around the sport for a long time. He's a NCAA runner-up. Some would say he lost in a very controversial match. He's the 5th pick in the 2020 mock draft. At the 6th pick, the Minneapolis Princes select Aaron Brooks out of Penn State University. Another highly touted recruit, another highly touted prospect, however you want to say it in this situation. The Minneapolis Princes need a guy like this. They're going after youth with this one. I believe he's a freshman in this hypothetical scenario. So you got 4 years left with him. My bad. 4 years left with him. Let's be honest. The Minneapolis Princes, they're probably not going to win it this year. They're kind of in a rebuilding phase. They're looking for the future. They're not just looking to win now. The Minneapolis Princes select Aaron Brooks. And with the 7th pick in the 2020 Professional Wrestling League mock draft, the Pittsburgh Yinzers select David Carr out of Iowa State, the Iowa State University. David Carr comes from a long line of wrestlers. The history is there with him. Very athletic, very smart, very, how should I say it? This kid's got a lot of potential. There's a lot of room to grow with this kid. Just kind of that, just that well-groomed wrestler that he is. I think this is probably, for the value of the pick, for what you're getting, I believe that David Carr at number 7 is an absolute steal. Some people might not feel the same, but you know me, I'm the biased Iowa State Cyclone wrestling fan. Not wrestler, my apologies. But the Pittsburgh Yinzers select David Carr out of Iowa State University. The New York Hot Dogs with the 8th pick in the 2020 NCAA or the 2020 Professional Wrestling League mock draft select Alex Marinelli from Iowa University, the University of Iowa. I think this is kind of similar to the Spencer Lee situation. He's a very good leader. He comes from a winning culture. This guy wants to win at all costs. And I think they really needed, the New York Hot Dogs really needed a 165-pounder. They got their guy now. A lot of people are saying that this has given the New York Hot Dogs hope to win it in 2020 and 21. We will see. At the 9th pick in the 2020 Professional Wrestling League mock draft, the Philadelphia Rockies select Mason Parris, another guy that they say has a lot of potential. The leaps that he made from his freshman year to his sophomore year were unmatched this year. I don't know if he would be the most improved wrestler from the 2 years, but he would definitely be a candidate for that option. This guy is super athletic. I don't think that we've seen the best of him yet. A lot of people have been saying that. I truly believe that. I think he's going to be great. He comes from a great program in Michigan University. Heavyweight. He's going to give Gable Steveson some runs and the Super Bowl of wrestling whenever in this hypothetical situation. So with the 9th pick, the Philadelphia Rockies select Mason Parris. And with the 10th and final pick in this mock draft hypothetical situation, people, the Phoenix Rivers select Nick Lee from Penn State University. Nick Lee, I believe, in this situation, has got 2 years left. A lot of people are probably going to give me crap that he's the 10th pick. He probably should have been higher. But, again, you got to take into effect the age here. You got to take into consideration that he's got only 2 years left. So some of these teams here, they're building for the future. Plus, some of these teams might not have needed a 141-pounder. So this GM out of Phoenix knows what he's doing. This is his first year with the team. I think he's picking a guy like Nick Lee so he can help build a culture, because this kid loves wrestling, and very high IQ of the sport, was molded by the great Cael Sanderson out of Penn State. So they know what they're getting into with this kid. They trust Penn State. They've drafted a lot of kids from Penn State. And I think that's a safe pick with Nick Lee, even though he's only got, I believe, 2 years left in this situation. Nick Lee was a junior, so yeah, in the situation, you have 2 years left with him. I think it is another steal in this draft. The Phoenix Rivers, that's a team to watch out for next season. That concludes it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I put some effort into it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and all that. We're trying to get our subscribers up. I'm going to do a giveaway as soon as I get some stickers made up. We got our art department, Tyler Walker. It's his birthday today. Shout out to Tyler Walker. I think once we get to 100 subscribers, I think we're at 46. I'm gonna just give away stickers. So if you'd like a sticker, I'm gonna post some details on how you can get those. And I hope you guys are liking these videos. I'm gonna put out videos, try to put out videos weekly, multiple times a week, interviews, little videos like this. And thanks for watching. If you're a wrestler and you want to be on this show, let me know. Reach out to me, and we'll get you on. We'll play the game that we played with Brad the other day, where you can guess your match scores from previous years. And I had a lot of fun doing that. We're going to keep doing that. Maybe we'll set up a tournament or something like that, so somebody can compete for the strap, see who can remember the most. Again, thanks for everybody for watching, and have a good day, everybody.